On Facebook today, I got tagged for saying this girl had a video on Indians Country News Media Network, and she was saying, we always been brown and shit. But I told her, I wrote a comment saying, no, Indians always been black, brown, and white before Columbus. And he got all mad, doing his racist shit. Like, when people get mad at you and they can't debate you, they just try to hurt you. Like me, I'm light skinned, so they attack my skin color and shit. Here's the OPs. It's an Albino child. It's not a European child because the same clothes and everything. And the child is extremely light. Now, when albinos mate with a female color of this, they come out brown. This is how so-called race is made. See, this is an albino. It's albino Native American. They're still around. Native Americans have high albino, and I think the only one that's higher is Africa. See, it's an albino Indian, OP. Other albino. And they got him in Power Moth. Here's the Power Moth picture. I only knew about this guy. I looked it up. Because there was this one guy, this Johnny guy, who shows pretty good pictures of black Indians. That's probably South America based on her clothing. So even in South America, they got it. See. I wish I could look this up so much easier for y'all. See, guys, if you paint them black, you look exactly like a black dude. Exactly. That's one thing I don't like about old Johnny. He says that people who are not black are not real Native Americans. That's not true. That's not true at all. And he doesn't know his history when he talks like that. Because for one, Native American kids and women were sold as sex slaves. George Custer did it. Look it up. Native Americans also they kidnapped whites, like young ones, when their family members were dying from diseases. And to keep the tribe going, they'll kidnap these whites and basically make them into Indians, and they were accepted that. So the people just don't know the history. They just want to be ignorant. But I told them all you have to do is type in albino Native Americans. I just typed in Opie. Opies are one of the most oldest tribes in the world. They go Power Mall. And there's a lot more pictures than this. A lot more. I wish I could make a video for y'all. I got viruses like a motherfucker. Race does not exist. When I make videos saying the Americans were black, I'm not saying there was never no albinos. I'm never saying there's no brown people. I'm saying that the world started out dark skinned just like everywhere else. I mean, you can find this in Australia, New Zealand, Asia, China, Japan, Germany. You can find black history all over the world. And whites are albinos. Well, really, the people you call white are not really white. They're actually mixed. If they were white, they would look like this. Say these two weren't brother and sister, okay? And they grow up, they had kids. The kids will come out albino. But if he married a brown skinned woman, the child will come out like tannish, like a Greek or Italian, you know. But if she's black and they have a child, the child come out brown, and that child has a child with the lighter skinned one, not albino, they'll come out looking like English people, you know. That's why you go to the Solomon Islands in Asia, the black people have brown hair. You know, you go to Africa, some got blonde hair too and blue eyes, but their skin's black or brown. Some of them look Asian. Like the oldest tribe in Africa looks Asian. You know? Question is, did they go from Africa to Asia, or did they come Asia from Africa? You know, the only reason we guess Africa, because Africa has the oldest bones. Well, that's what they say. Sometimes people say they don't let out the whole truth, but I really don't know. Only people who really know are the guys who are going out there and actually digging and shit and testing the bones and all that stuff. But if you look at history, you know, it's albino. Even in South America, albino. So it's nothing new. You know, race was created in the 1600s in America. You know, and the reason they created it because poor people were so tired of being treated like shit. I mean, there's always been slave rights or snurf rights. You know, servant. They had them in England, France, all over the place. You know, people just get tired of shit. You know, they said that's what happened to the Aussies in New Mexico. They said people just got tired and just killed the ones who were keeping the people down. Was it Aussies? It was either the Aussies or the Mayans. You know. But we're never really too sure. That's the thing about history, is all I guess. But the science of skin is obvious, though. You know, guessing what events happen is different from skin color. You know, we study this stuff. We study melanin. You know, we know what happens when an albino man mates with a black woman, or albino woman mates with a black man, or a brown person, whatever. Thing is, they just don't teach you about this stuff. You know, in school they don't teach you the whole thing. Really, you need to forget everything you learned from school. You need to forget everything you learned from movies and stuff. History Channel right now, you need to forget. History Channel is not like what it used to be. It used to be fucking badass. Now it fucking sucks. Mermaids and all that bullshit. Discovery Channel. And see what else I want to add. That's why I put music to my videos. I'm not much of a talker. I'd rather just show the evidence and just see. Come on, think. You know. And people who are real racist, man, they say don't believe anything the white man says, but they go everything by the white man says. You know. Reason we have white people one of the guesses is because in Africa they have these mosquitoes that kill people. You know, a virus. This is well documented, and supposedly our body's always trying to fight off diseases and such. And the mosquitoes, the way they see you is they see the heat coming off your body. You know, the darker you are, the more heat coming off. The whiter you are, the less heat coming off. You know, you can't spend too much time in the sun. You know, you spend time in the sun, you absorb all that. You know, that's why you get darker. That's why, like, if you come to the Southwest, You know, it's like some Mexicans are dark and some are light skinned. And all you have to do is look at the jobs. You know, if they work outside all day, they get dark as fuck. You know, if they work inside all day, they get light. You know. But yeah, mosquitoes. So the skin, you know, trying to fight it off, created whites. You know, we have blind people, deaf people. We have people born without legs. You know, people born without brains. It's just things happen. You know, revolution. You know, maybe having these whites actually did something good overall. You know, I'm not saying what the elite whites did was right. That's bullshit. You know, racism is wrong no matter what, no matter who commits it. But we can't be believing that these elite whites who say, you know, race is real and all that. I need you to believe race is real, because if you poor people figure out us rich people are the ones that are fucking you up the ass, you know, y'all get together and fuck us up. Which was happening in the 1700s while those slave riots. The biggest one was in New York. You know, they don't teach you in history books that the biggest slave population was up north. You know, it makes you believe other stuff that's so not true. But yeah, and don't think like our people were good people, but don't think they were never bad apples. Don't think we ever went down the wrong way. You know, matter in a certain point in history. You know, you can't grow to be righteous if you haven't gone through evil first. You have to know what evil is. You know. But by the time Columbus came, you know, we did pretty damn good. You know, we were pretty good people. We didn't have greed and all that shit. We had wars. No doubt we had wars, but it was fought over food, you know, stuff, water. Not saying that's right, you know, people should come together, but, you know, if Columbus didn't come, you know, we got to live our life without colonialism. Who knows how far we could have gone, you know. The Declaration of the Constitution, you know, is based on Indians, the Iroquois League. That's where they got the idea from. So, don't let racism divide y'all. You know, we all suffering. We're all struggling. You know, whites are finally getting in their heads, you know. The middle class whites are finally getting in their head that the government don't give a fuck about them. They're waking up too. You know, and we can't be there going, oh, your family killed our families. You know, not all whites were Indian killers. And there was the buffaloes, that black soldiers who were the buffalo something. They killed Indians too. Does that mean all blacks are Indian killers? No. Gotta think, man. Gotta think. You know, psychopaths are only 2% of the population. The rest of us want to do good, we're just lost. You know. The way we get back together is come together and dance and sing. You know, be one people again, you know. We can't never come together using racism to fight racism. That doesn't work. Point out racism, but don't be going, oh, that's how all whites are. Or saying the whites have something to do with Hollywood. I mean, fucking Hollywood is owned by Jewish motherfuckers. You know, and Jews don't even consider themselves whites. But they're the ones who make all the fucking movies. You know, it's not the fucking rich ass white people. It's fucking rich ass Jewish people and these Zionist motherfuckers who believe that they have the right to suck a baby's dick after they cut off the foreskin. You know, sick motherfuckers. And they're doing to Palestine, Iraq, and Syria exactly what the some of the European nations did to America, and what United States, who were the children of those countries, started to. United States supports Syria though. You know, and not all everybody in the government, wants dictatorship. They want to keep the United States thing going. They don't want to go back to the Indian thing. I think it's better we go back to the Indian thing, but we should do it as peacefully as we can. We can't go violent. If we go violent, dictators are going to free themselves, not the people.